Now, I know that what you're looking at here looks like a silly, goofy little game. And yes, this whole thing does look like a children's toy. But I mean it when I say this. This game will make men cry. This is Bomber Crew, a game where you manage a bomber crew in either a B-17, as you can see here, which is part of the DLC content, or a Lancaster, which is the usual content. There's also another DLC that goes hand in hand with the Lancaster called the Secret Weapons DLC. Obviously, though, we're gonna be doing the B-17 today, so that's not gonna apply. Now, this video is not sponsored. I just genuinely love this game. And if you think you'd like it too, then right now the game is on sale for $3, and the DLCs are all on sale for like a couple bucks each or something. Or at least it is on Steam. I don't know about everywhere else, but it's available on PC, consoles, and even the Switch and mobile. So go check it out if you'd like. Now, this is the first episode and we've started a brand new campaign. So these first couple missions are gonna be pretty simple, but I can promise you that as we start to move throughout this series, it's gonna get a lot more difficult, and there's gonna be a lot more things that we have to pay attention to. In order to deal with that increasing level of difficulty, we can apply upgrades to our bomber and crew members. And as we progress through the campaign, we're gonna start unlocking more of those upgrades for purchase. The thing is, if we lose a crew member, or even worse, crashed the entire plane, they're gone. You can't get those back after that. It'll pretty much be back to square one from there. And most of the time, it will actually just wreck your whole playthrough. You may have to even start over because the missions have just gotten too difficult for you to keep up with a shitty crew and bomber. So pretty much, the longer we spend in this playthrough, the higher the stakes are gonna get. Because this game allows you to lose hours of progress just because of one little mistake you made. Which is honestly a lot of fun, because it keeps the stakes super high. There have been very few games that I've ever played that made my palms sweat like this one. So with all that said, I hope you guys enjoy the series, and let's get into it here. All right, welcome to the Bomber Crew American DLC. We're gonna be flying the B-17 in these missions. Let's take a look at what we got here. So these are all our crewmates, our pilot, engineer, navigator, gunners, radioman, all that. For now, this is gonna be the first mission, so I'm not too worried about my guys getting beat up too bad. I am gonna go ahead and armor up the pilot here. I think toughened leather gloves and toughened leather boots, and we're gonna do the same for our gunners here. And my cat is gonna scream. Come here, Lou. Come here, baby. I'll put a picture of the cat up. I know you guys are going to be asking in the comments. Alright, let's see. What have I put on you? Toughened leather boots, toughened leather gloves, and toughened... the flak helmet. There we go. Flak helmet, flak helmet, flak helmet, and gloves. Gloves, and yep, okay. Boots, gloves. Okay, now I'm pretty sure Cooper is our tail gunner. So we're definitely going to want to make sure he's pretty well armored, especially in the beginning here. Because most of the shots we're going to take are going to be coming from the front. Now, for our bombardier, I want him to be able to run around. So we're going to put some stuff on him that makes him faster. Mainly that, and I think that's all we can actually really do to make him faster so far. We'll do the same thing for... our engineer over here. Service cap. Cool. And there will be other stuff that we can add to them later to make that even more effective. But for now, I think we're going to save the rest of our money for now. I'm not too worried about our navigator getting hit. I'm not really too worried about our radioman getting hit. And I'd rather save that money for when we can buy the blue beret. But this is what we're gonna do for now. Let's take a look at the plane. Oh, another thing, really quick, before we move on from the crew here. If you guys want to comment a name down in the comments, I'll be picking some of them to go in as crew members here in the next episode. So do suggest a name, and the same thing goes for a name for the plane. We haven't named her yet, but this is it. Yeah, and there's really nothing we can upgrade yet. Like I said, we're just at the first mission here. I might want to get one more equipment rack right now with another med pack on it, just in case anyone goes down. Okay. Mission number 1. Ammo dump. Cool. It's just gonna be a bombing mission. Pretty straightforward. Sweet. Alright, so far, we don't have any skills on our guys yet. There's really no reason for me to not move my engineer just up to the Top Gun for now. Let's go ahead and raise the gear. And this mission is going to be pretty straightforward compared to what we're going to be doing later. But I'll go ahead and speed up time for now. We're going to just stay at low altitude. There's really no reason to go high yet. Okay. Man, those gunners are having a hard time figuring it out, aren't they? There they go. Okay, we'll speed up time again, I guess. Cool. More spotted on radar. Tag these guys. Good stuff. Cool. Like I said, pretty simple, pretty straightforward. If you've never seen this game before, it is gonna get a lot fucking crazier down the line. But, you know, this is more or less a tutorial mission almost. It's not really, but it has the spirit of one. Quite forgiving. Alright, that's going to be our bombing target that we're coming up on pretty soon here. Now these things on the map, later we'll be able to do custom headings so we can avoid the guns on the ground that are shooting at us. We don't have that skill unlocked yet. I think we will after this mission though, or maybe it's a couple missions so we need to go without it, but we'll see. Pretty soon here. Okay, we've already got shit breaking. That's the hydraulics. We need to fix that fast, or we will not be able to move our turrets at all. I can't remember if it's 1 or 2 bombs for these bases. I'm gonna try 1. We'll swing back around if we need to. Alright, we got the bomb bay open. Just waiting to see it in our sights here. There we go. Yeah, it's 2. Okay. Swing back around then. Ready. We just got that fixed, so I'll move that guy back to his position once we drop here. Cool. All set. Let's go ahead and close these doors. Oh, there is a photograph that we're gonna take. Alright. Oh. I think I know what this is. I don't think we can actually destroy what we're about to go over here, but let's see. I just saw more. Okay. Yep, there's the Graf Zeppelin. Fuck. Where the hell? There it is. This is the Graf Zeppelin. It was a concept of a German carrier. They never ended up actually making it. They almost did. But, yeah, never ended up happening. But that is going to be our main antagonist in this mission, or in these coming missions. There is kind of like an overarching storyline that takes place. And if you guys don't know, you can actually, if I were to go down in this mission, for instance, or if any of these crew members were to die, they're gone for good. And any upgrades that I might have put on the plane, or not any of them, but most of them are going to be stripped. Oh, whoops. So dying is very consequential in this game. In fact, a lot of times it will just wreck your whole playthrough. So we're gonna try to minimize how much we die. Okay, this should have us heading pretty close to straight back towards our base here, and it does. We might see a couple more fighters on the way home. Although I kind of doubt it. Maybe a couple more. We'll see what happens. Damn, that really wants me to turn, doesn't it? I'm not even gonna take that. We'll just keep flying straight. I'm pretty sure we're pretty straight on with the airfield. We probably don't even need to take another turning point before we set up for our landing. Let's see how everyone's doing in here. Cooper doing pretty good on health in the tail gun there, which is nice. I did forget to put Turner back in the waist gun. Rhea is a little injured. But everybody up front looking pretty good other than Edwards, who did take a couple hits, but that's okay. And we do have more fighters coming in. Man, these gunners are doing really well for some level 1 shitheads. Alright, we're coming up on the base here. Pretty soon we should be able to speed up time so we can get back a little quicker. So yeah, that's the very basics of this game. It's just monitoring what's happening around you and managing the shit that you have to do. Go ahead and lower the gear. At its core, it seems very simple. Hold up. We shouldn't be seeing another fight. We're coming into land right now. Y'all really coming over here? Yeah, I didn't think so. Yeah. In theory, it's a pretty simple game, but you will see as we keep playing here, it's gonna very quickly become something much more. Go ahead and speed ourselves onto the runway here. Got the cat chilling in the lap right now. Love to see it. Alright, that was mission number 1. Let's see how we did here. Alright, we got 34, or about just under $3,500 to spend. Everybody made it home safe. We now can do emergency dive, boost, lean. That's good. Radio for recon, focus on all the gunners. And we don't quite have the points that we need to do custom navigation points yet, but that's okay. Probably after this next mission we will. And a whole mess of shit that we can buy for our crew. Good stuff. let's go take a look at this. What sort of headgear did we get? Pilot's Cap Mark III. Not really gonna use that on anybody. Fingerless woolen gloves. We are gonna use that. This increases speed a little bit, and also gives some perks for thermal and survival. Thermal we're not gonna need for a little bit now, but it is good to have. Let's see, who else? We need it on the Bombardier. Cool. As far as all these guys go, I think we're still gonna hold out on upgrading them. Yeah, we are. Now, training, we can assign, once these guys reach a certain level, we can assign a secondary skill for them. So far, we're able to do that with the Bombardier, which we could do as a gunner, because eventually we can get the nose guns installed up at the front of the plane. Honestly, though, most of his job is not going to be sitting in the gun in the first place. So I'd kind of rather have him trained as first aid so he can run around and help people if needed. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. And our engineer we're gonna train as a gunner when the time comes, because I'm gonna have him rushing around for guns as well. Alrighty, Coastal Patrol. That seems to be pretty easy. Alright, this mission gives enemy damage down for the next couple of missions. So we're gonna go ahead and knock that one out now. Hey Lulu. Good girl. Alrighty. Now we can take off, and now we have some extra skills to mess with. So we'll go lean on the fuel here, and that's gonna save our fuel for a little bit. Go ahead and raise the gear. So yeah, you can see this bar is going down. For now, he's leaning the fuel mixture. Once it runs out, we'll have to wait for it to recharge. We can also boost, which will use, obviously, more fuel, but it is going to be useful in some missions later on. This one, we're probably not going to need it. We also have focus, the focus ability on our gunners now, which is super nice. And because of that, I'm actually going to have our engineer running between the waist gun for now, and put parry up in the top here, because this gun is far more effective and useful than these waist guns. Let's see here. Okay. Got some fighters coming in. Looks like these are 109s. I'm gonna go and focus this top gunner. And that should knock him out pretty damn quick. Good stuff. Alright, we got more fighters now. Where are they? I saw the pings. Over here. Good stuff. Let's focus Reyes. And just like the lean, we're gonna have to wait for all that to reload there. Once we use the focus, it'll take a little while to come back. Now, let's go ahead and open the doors, select our bombs, and get ready to drop on this base here. And boom. That's that dealt with. And then there's a photo over here. We can also get some extra money for dropping bombs on this. So that's what we're gonna do. This should be the last target of the mission, so I'm just gonna ditch all of our bombs on this base. We gotta be fast with it, though. We want to take the photo as quick as we can and then get the bombs off. Photo, release. You gotta wait until it's, like, almost fully in your bomb site to take the photo. And then you should be good to drop the bombs, but it can be tough the first couple times. And we already got one of these guys, huh? I thought those didn't show up until later. Go ahead and focus our tail gunner. Knocked him out pretty quick, that's good. Perry is pretty hurt up here in the engineer's seat. We're gonna move him over here and get our engineer up in the top gunner for a second while we wait for Perry to reload. That's the med bed, so he'll heal up over time while he's sitting there. Shit. I should probably close those bomb bay doors. Give ourselves some more, effectiveness with the fuel that we have. And here we go. More coming in. Alright, Perry's looking pretty good. Let's get him up into that top gun, and let's focus fire while these guys are coming in here. Okay, good stuff. Is Cooper ready to focus? He's just about to be. Alright, Reyes. We'll have him focus to get that guy off of us, and the one on our 6 is going down as well. Go ahead and turn towards this nav point. And this should get us pretty close to right on bearing for home here. It's another one coming in. Still waiting on Perry to focus, but we can't use Turner. It's just this one guy coming in, though. Honestly, we may not even focus at all. Let's just see how the gunners do. Actually, fuck it. Focus. Why not? Oh, it's one of those guys. Okay. I thought it was like a 109. Yeah, so these ones will pull up underneath you and shoot you with the... It's called the Shiraj Shiraj Musique cannon, something... that might be a little pronounced wrong, but basically they were guns that sat like sitting just straight up out of the plane, and the idea was they could fly underneath bombers and just fire at them that way. It was like 4 big cannons, so if we let that guy sit there and fire at us, he's just gonna decimate the belly of our plane. But luckily we have a ball gunner, so we don't have to worry about that. Plane is in perfect condition here. Did pretty good on that one. We can now speed up time and go ahead. Whoops, wrong button. Lower the gear. And we still have 10 minutes of fuel remaining. We're definitely going to want to armor up whoever's going to be in this top turret here, which is probably going to be our engineer eventually. This early in the game it's not, so I'm going to keep my engineer fast for now. But we are eventually going to have to up his armor a little bit. Alright, everybody came home. We've got some cash to spend, and we should... Custom headings, nice. Advanced first aid, mid-alt photo. Alright. Good stuff. Let's go see what we can do to the plane real quick. Because we did just unlock some turrets. Mark II. Plus 33 damage per second. I'm not too worried about upgrading this just yet, but I was just curious to see what we could have. We also can get the 50s if we wait just a little bit longer. So I think we're going to stay with these guns for now. We are going to upgrade the electrical system because if this goes bad, it can fuck everything up. We need to dedicate a crew member to repair this, and if we don't repair it, it will eventually start a fire, which is even worse. Especially when we don't have a ton of fire extinguishers on the plane. Only got one of them, and I think they're good for like 2 uses or something. Cool. So yeah, I'm not too worried about the plane just yet. Let's take a look at the crew members here. What's new? Thermal mittens. Helmet Mark II. Okay, we're gonna throw the Helmet Mark II on our pilot, just to keep him well protected. The Helmet Mark II... Actually, no. Hold on. We're gonna wait on those guys. Helmet Mark II here. Here. Here and here. We can't get the Blue Beret just yet, so we're gonna hold off on these guys, but the navigators... Navigator and the radio op, we are gonna go ahead and throw the helmets that we just took off of those guys on them, because I don't expect to have them moving a ton just yet. In fact, I don't really expect to have either of them moving around a ton. Other than that, though, I think we can probably leave them how they are here. Save our money for down the line. Okay. Let's see. Was there anything else we wanted to upgrade on the bird? Oh, we could get a cheek gun. I'm not too worried about that, though. We can throw the bombardier on a cheek gun if we need to. But, honestly, the cheek guns are the last thing we need to worry about right now. We could go ahead and get the inflatable dinghy, but I'd also kind of rather just not do that yet. So let's just go ahead into the next mission. We should be okay, especially with this perk going for us right now. Defend Allied transport ship. Those are kind of tough in the early game. I think I'd rather do Coastal Patrol first. See where we can get with that. Go ahead and lock the pilot in his seat here. Let's move Perry up to the Top Gunner's position. And we'll go ahead and lean the mixture and raise our gear. Right. It's gonna be a pretty short mission. It's a reconnaissance mission. Oh wait, I forgot we can do custom headings now. Let's just head straight for what we're trying to do here. Forgot to not move there. Okay, here we go. Enemy ships. Let's go ahead and open these doors. We can do the same thing with these guys. Take the picture and then drop bombs. That's exactly what we're going to do. If we can. I'm going to try to drop the bomb first on this guy since he is moving, and then quickly take the photo. There we go. I don't think we're going to have time to do the photo and a drop on that guy, so we're going to hold off for 1 second while we swing back around here. Let's hit this one first. Should only need one bomb to take this guy out. And this one we should be able to get the photo and then drop. So I don't think they're actually moving. I might have missed that. Let's see. Oh, I got him. I'm gonna give myself a tiny bit more of a run up here. And there we should be good. Select the bombs and do this one more time. We should have fighters coming in any second now too. Picture release. Boom. Alright. That is all we're gonna get out of that. Let's go ahead and turn back for home and also spot these fighters back here. Focus the tail gunner while they're coming in, who is now reloading. Let's put Edwards on the waist gun for now, because we actually could use our... He's not doing anything up there for the rest of the mission. So we can still keep our engineer in a spot and lean the fuel if we need to. We're probably not gonna have to, though. Doing pretty damn good on fuel. And this is not a very good, or not a very long mission. Alright, we got this last guy coming in. You can see those guns that I'm talking about. They just fire straight up. But don't have to worry about that anymore. Cool. There is our landing position. Gotta fix the hydraulics. Let's lower the gear before the hydraulics break. We still have both of our landing gear, so we should be good. Alright. And down she goes. See how we did here. That was, I guess, the maximum we could have gotten out of that mission. We hit all the photos as well as bombing targets. Or bombed the photo targets, I guess. Okay. Got a bunch of guys leveling up there, but no new skills. That being said, I think we should be able to train a couple of them. Yes, we can. Train a couple of them in a second skill now. The engineer, we're gonna go gunner. Nav, we're gonna go engineer, because I'm gonna have him man both the nav and the engineer station if needed while the engineer is off in the gun. Radio op, I'm gonna put nav because it's helpful sometimes. These guys, so these are our gunners. Cooper is our tail gunner, I think, right? Did we? I forgot to confirm that. We're gonna go first aid on these guys. Navigator engineer, I'm trying to think if we want one of them as something else. I guess it would be helpful to have one of them as like a radio op. So we'll put Perry as a radio op. Cool. That's all we can do for now. I think the only one that we haven't done anything for yet is the pilot, which isn't going to be that important anyway. Still waiting to get the 50 cal upgrade, but we can go ahead and purchase the Hydraulics Mark II, which is well worth it. Because like I said, if we lose this, then we can't use the gear, we can't use the bomb bay doors, and most importantly, we can't use the turrets. So if this goes out during a fight, you are well and fucked. Let's see, oxygen tank. We can also upgrade this, which I think we're gonna go ahead and do now as well. Engine extinguishers, I'm not too worried about these guys just yet, because we're probably not going to deal with all 4 of our engines burning off. So we'll save the money for that. Let's see if there's anything we want to spend on the crew before we head back out. Doesn't seem like it. We didn't get anything new, really, other than the flight suits. So yeah, let's move on here. Let's see, did we get any new, Rondo 2. Nice. Why not? Let's throw it on there. Yellow checker. We also got the flying tiger, but honestly, I kind of like the look of the yellow checker on this livery. Alrighty. More. Let's do it. Cool. We've got an enemy ace in the area and defend allied transport ship mission. So this one's going to be a little tougher, but we should be able to handle it. Go ahead and start taking off. Lock the pilot into place. We'll go ahead and lean the fuel as well. And we do have this guy training as a gunner now. So soon we'll be able to focus fire with him as well, which should come very much in handy. For this mission, I'm still going to move Perry up to the top because we can focus fire with him, but pretty soon we'll be able to do that with Washington as well. Let's try going out to medium altitude. Oh wait, no. We need to join up with the transport ship. Let's just stay low for this. And try and get us pointed towards where we need to be here. A bit of a longer haul for this mission. Thing really doesn't want to move over there, does it? What? Is this thing off? There we go, we got some fighters coming in. Let's see. We'll get ready to focus fire on our top gunner here. Go ahead and activate that now. We got some more fighters coming in from the right. Let's move Turner over here. He'll be able to get a shot on those guys. We can focus fire with him, and that should have them good and handled. There's a sub here. We might be able to get to that before it tries to go under on us. Let's go ahead and open the bomb bay doors. Take a photo. I think we dropped those late. Yeah, we sure did, but that's okay. I actually probably shouldn't have dropped bombs on that. It means we're gonna have to hit 100% of our bombs later in this mission, but I think we'll be okay. Get his ass, there you go. Alright, a couple more fighters coming in here. Let's go ahead and get Washington back on the gun. Select the bomb, open doors. And should hit. There we go. That barely hit. I might have done that a little early, but worked out for us. Get, yeah, we're good for now. Not really gonna mess with anything. Let's go ahead and focus our tail gunner while that guy's coming in on us. Doors are still open. I may not actually get the shot. Oh, he stopped. Good stuff. Okay. Oh, there it is. Last target here. And there's Falk, so that's gonna be the ace. He's got, like, special, unique abilities going for him. Not gonna worry about him too much right now. We're gonna focus more on just tagging him and then getting these guys down. These boats for the main mission. We're probably not gonna be able to kill Falk on this mission, but if we do, we get an extra little chunk of money, which would be nice. Oh, fuck, I shouldn't have focused that. More planes coming in. Let's go ahead and close those doors. Just gonna leave those guys where they're at. Nowhere to really put them right now. Alright, let's try and focus fire Falk once he comes back towards us here. There we go. Get him. Get him. Get him. Okay. He's looping back around same way. I don't think we're gonna get him. These guns are too weak to make it happen. Getting some good hits on him there, though. Alright. Who can we focus fire? Nobody? No, we can focus fire this guy. Let's do it. Oh shit. Alright, that put some good, poked some good holes in him. I think our top gun here is going to be the next one that we're able to use on him. Although I doubt Falk sticks around for much longer. Yeah. Stakes are too high, I'll deal with you later. He's leaving. Don't worry, buddy. You can come back later. We'll have bigger guns then. Oh! Oh, no! Okay. Our pilot died. We almost just lost everything there. Let's go ahead and grab that guy a med kit. Okay. Wow. That was close. Yeah, so if the plane had gone down there, it would have been over. We'd have been cooked. Let's get Washington back up here in his engineer's seat. Just in case we need to lean the fuel or anything, but we should be completely fine here. Yeah, we are. Alright, we got the pilot awake again. Can you move? Switch him back into the pilot's seat. And we'll go ahead and lower the gear. Get you sitting back down. Turner, you can come sit back down as well. Alright, that was a very close one. We came... If Falk hadn't left, I probably wouldn't have noticed that before it was too late and the plane was diving towards the ground. So we'll have to keep an eye on Bradley next time. But all in all, that went pretty well. We'll take that. We did get a bit of a yellow fuselage up there. It must have been from Falk or something, because I don't know what other plane would have been targeting that section too much. Alright, cool. Boost, advanced first aid, advanced first aid, advanced first aid. Lovely. Quickly heal injuries on other conscious members of your crew. I believe that just means you use the med kit faster. The next first aid perk is going to be that we don't need a med kit at all to go heal members, unless they're completely downed, dead, like our pilot just was. Alright, we got the blue beret. That is good to see. We're gonna do a couple more missions before we do the main mission. But before we, this is probably gonna be the end of the first episode. But before we move on, I'm gonna go ahead and apply some upgrades here for our crew members. We have the plimsolls, which is going to be huge for the guys that we need to be runners. So that's gonna be... I like to have plimsolls on the engineer regardless of how much I armor them, so I'm gonna go ahead and apply that now. We're gonna do the same with our bombardier. And we also want a blue beret on you. The nav, we might also put a blue beret on, but honestly, I'd rather not just yet. Now, I'm trying to decide if we want our NG to be fast or more armored. This gives plus 10%. Honestly, I'm gonna armor this guy up because we're gonna have him in that top turret a lot. At least with the helmet. So we've got 30 hit points on him now. Fingerless. I think that's what we're gonna do for now. We'll keep him quick, but have a little extra armor on him. And I guess we could armor up like the radio as well. Some. We're gonna put the plimsolls on him, but also a helmet Mark II. Cool. And you. Let's also do plimsolls. Fingerless woolen gloves. I forgot to put that on this guy. Let's do that too. And the helmet Mark II on you. So that's going to keep him quick, but also give him a decent bit of armor. He's not going to be super fast, but we don't really need him to be. He's not going to move around all that much. Alrighty. Armored fuselage. We have enough to upgrade 2 of these. I think we're going to go tail and main rear. And that is going to be all that we can do so far. 3,400 research points. Let's see how close we are to the 50s. Yeah, so we need another mission or 2 to unlock the 50 cows. Which we are going to wait for. And yeah, I think that is everything that we're really going to do for right now. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know down in the comments if you have any name suggestions. You can name the crew after yourself if you want. You can name it after whatever the hell. Just leave your suggestions down there. Leave your suggestions for the plane as well. And yeah, we'll try to have the second episode out pretty soon, guys.